Hi, Monica. What the heck is going on? Why did I just receive a bunch of boxes from you? And the contents is all your belongings? Are you planning on moving in or something?
You opened it? Why the hell would you do that? You've invaded my privacy. Keep your hands off my stuff.
What? Well, you didn't mention anything about sending 1,000,000 boxes to my house. I needed to know what they were. There's so many, they're blocking my door, you know. What are they?
I said hands off.
Well, can you explain why you've sent them? What the hell is going on? You can't send so many boxes unannounced. I don't live by myself, you know. Colin is going to be so confused when he sees this. Did you mean to send it to Mom so they could put them in your old room or something?
No, I didn't confuse the address. I meant to send it to your place because I'm moving in tomorrow. You, on the other hand, are moving out.
Come again? Are you drunk right now, or have you actually lost your mind? What kind of a joke is that?
Who said I was joking? I'm being serious. First of all, it was never fair that you get to live in that fancy high-rise apartment and not me. It's about time I get my turn. So I am kicking you out.
Monica, you need to knock it off. You are making absolutely no sense, and frankly, I think that it's rude. I mean, what the hell do you mean it's not fair? I worked to get where I am and not by myself. As I said earlier, Colin lives here with me. You know that. It's not up to you to decide that you move in or send your belongings without us knowing. On top of that, to kick me out? Give me a break, girl. I don't know what is going on with you, but I am officially worried for your health. You should get some help. Anyway, I am sending these boxes back your way. I'm sorry, but I can't accommodate you.
You are so oblivious, aren't you? You have it all wrong, Jane. I didn't just decide for myself. Colin knows what's happening.
Huh?
You want to know why? Because I am his girlfriend now. He told me to send my stuff and kick you out because he loves me, not you.
Monica? Seriously, you're starting to sound like a maniac. You're not making any sense. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm telling you that he wants to be with me and not you, you idiot. Get it? I'm in, you're out. Therefore, that apartment is mine now.
I am engaged to that man.
Well, let me be clear for you then. Things between you and Colin have been over for a long, long time.
Over? No, it hasn't. We still live together. How could it be?
Yes, it has. You see, Colin and I have been seeing each other for over a year behind your back. I'm sure you recall that he's been quite busy lately, coming home in the middle of the night or going on business trips all the time. Well, guess what? He was with me all those times. You had no idea, did you? He's done with you, Jane. He belongs to me now.
Are you being serious right now? So he's been cheating on me with you, my actual sister?
Well, since his main interest is me now, you could say that I've been letting him cheat on me with you. But we can skip that part because it's not going to be important anymore. Anyway, I'm sure you get the gist now, so start packing. You don't belong there anymore. We plan on getting engaged as soon as I move in. So we don't need any parasite hanging around.
Excuse me? You're calling me a parasite?
Well, clearly you are. Colin's told me what a cheap ass you are. You make him pay for everything from rent to groceries, and you keep all the money you make to yourself. You think you're special or something, don't you? Well, you're not. You're merely a parasite who sucks up Colin's money.
Wait a second, he said that to you? That he pays for everything?
Yes, he did. He tells me his true feelings about you all the time. He's also told me about how annoying you are, telling him what to do. You're so bossy to him. Plus, you used to be pretty, but you don't take care of yourself anymore. You only wear tired, baggy clothes with your messy hair. You never wear makeup like you used to. You've forgotten that you are a woman. He doesn't love you anymore because you're not attractive. Oh, and, he also said that you are so unappreciative, even though you live off his money. You're a horrible cook and bad at housekeeping, too.
Wow, he has a lot to say about me.
Yeah, he sure does. So, you see, you're unwanted. He prefers someone like me, a young, pretty girl with a good attitude. Someone who takes care of herself and her man, not a bossy old hag.
All right, fine then. I'll go. If that's what he thinks of me, I will have to end things with him right away.
Oh, good! Sister, you get it now. Please do. Quickly. I've been dying to tell you to get the hell out. It's finally happening. Oh, I can't wait till we start our new life together. Everything is going to be so great.
Colin, is it true? Have you been cheating on me with my sister?
Huh?
Monica just messaged me. She said that you've been seeing each other for over a year now, and that the plan is to kick me out of the apartment so that you two can live together.
Oh, well, I guess she couldn't wait then. I told her to wait until I break up with you out of courtesy. She's like that, isn't she? Once you get her excited, you can't stop her. It's kinda cute if you think about it.
Wow, Colin, you just admit everything then, yeah? Just like that?
Clearly, there's no point in acting stupid. I might as well be honest with you so we can get this done and over with.
Unbelievable. Is it true what you said about me too? That I live off your money and keep everything I make to myself? Or that I'm a terrible cook and bad at housekeeping?
You mean you're surprised to learn that I think of you that way? Of course it's true. It pretty much summarizes you, doesn't it? You're so dependent on my salary. Oh, and don't forget that you're also unappreciative and bossy as well. I realized that you were a mistake as soon as we started living together. It would be a nightmare to marry someone like you.
I see.
Your sister, on the other hand, is great. She's young and sweet. She knows how to respect a man, unlike you. It's hard to believe you two had the same upbringing.
Interesting. All right, so to clarify, you're ending things with me to be with my baby sister.
It's happening sooner than I initially planned, but yes, that is correct. My parents will understand, I'm sure. They'd prefer a sweet girl like Monica over a tight ass like you. Damn, it feels good to finally get you off my back.
Cool. Fine then. We're officially done, as you wish. I'm glad we haven't made any wedding plans, so no issues there. I'll take my stuff out of the apartment right away. I'll also take out the money I put in our joint account, and that'll be it. Thanks for everything. Have a good life.
You're such a sarcastic bitch. Whatever, I don't care as long as you're leaving. The sooner you leave, the sooner I get to restart my life with Monica. I can't wait to live with her, so be quick.
Oh, don't worry. I will be gone by the end of the day. I can't stay another minute longer in this house, surrounded by your stuff. I just have one thing to say, as a friendly note. Good luck surviving each other. I'll be waiting to hear how long you two last. I'm betting myself less than 3 months.
Jane, baby, how are you, my dear? Listen, there's something I need to say to you. I don't know how else to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Baby, I'm so sorry. I was wrong about everything. Please, come back to me. I can't live another day without you. I need you back. Help me. I'm begging you.
See? 3 months. I told you. I should add profit to my title.
Jane, I am serious. You won't believe what's happening here. The kitchen and bath, they're completely ruined. It's like something exploded in them or something. They're so filthy. In the kitchen, all the pans are burnt black and just sitting there. I don't think there's a single plate that isn't broken. Every piece of food in the fridge is rotten and it smells horrible. The bath is clogged up and the bubbles won't stop overflowing from the washing machine. The toilet's disgusting too. And the entire house, it's just full of things everywhere. Please, I don't know what to do. Help me.
It's Monica, isn't it? She has no clue about a single chore. She doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't know how to clean. Nothing, because she never even helped. She is useless when it comes to housekeeping. In fact, she probably doesn't even know that people work hard to keep their houses clean. She thinks there's a fairy to do all that.
You knew she was this bad? Why didn't you tell me that before?
How did you not know? I thought you two were seeing each other for over a year behind my back. Well, I guess you were too busy sleeping with her. It's too bad you had to wait till you lived with her to find out. But hey, Now you know. She's a disaster, isn't she? She almost burnt down her apartment before. And her room was always filthy. My mom had to clean it for her because she refused. Even after she left my parents' house, my mom had to go to her apartment every weekend to clean for her. I told her to stop spoiling my sister, but she was too afraid that Monica was going to damage her apartment or something and get in serious trouble with the landlord. My sister was so bad that my mom became totally paranoid.
I don't believe this. You never said anything about Monica being such a disaster. And she told me before that she was great wife material. She said she was a better cook than you and that she was a very tidy person.
Well, what do you think? Can't you tell she was totally lying? I mean, it's bad enough that you have to ask me for help, right?
It is! This place, it's barely livable. I'm gonna have to get a plumber to fix the bath and the toilet, but I can't pay for it. I don't have any cash left this month.
Oh, that's too bad. But hey, it was your choice, wasn't it? Monica doesn't have any money or any housekeeping skills, but she's young and sweet, right? That's what you like in a girl, wasn't it? So you should let her off the hook. You let her be the young and sweet, free-spirited girl.
You know that's not what I really meant, Jane. Even if it was back then, I see now that her youth is not going to solve my issue. I can't live like this. Baby, listen, I'm sorry. I truly am. I never should have let you go. I know I was an idiot. I didn't realize how much you used to do for me until now. Please, come back. I miss your warm, delicious meals. Please.
Nope, not happening. Clearly, you only think of me as your maid.
Baby, that is not true. I love you. Hear me out, please.
Don't you ever baby me. And for the record, I do not love you. I know you don't love me either, so stop pretending. Like I said, you made your choice 3 months ago. You said you didn't want a bossy woman like me and chose Monica, so have fun. Try to make the best of it, perhaps. At least until she stays young. Bye. Jane, hey, you need to answer me right now. What the hell is this? What did you do? What now, Monica? It's quite amazing how you still have the nerve to message me. What the hell do you want from me? Why do I have a payment notice in my hand right now? It says I have to leave this apartment if I don't pay on time? What do I do, Jane? How the hell am I supposed to deal with this? You don't know how to deal with something, so you come to me and not Colin? I didn't think you two were that stupid. But I guess you guys are a good couple. I mean, you clearly think alike. Shut up and help your little sister out, Jane. I'm not interested in your sarcasm right now. I don't know why our rent hasn't been paid. Colin should have taken care of it. He left to visit his parents last night and hasn't come home since. I can't get a hold of him to ask what is going on. Do you know why? Well, the rent gets withdrawn from the joint account Colin and I used to have. When you and him kicked me out, I, of course, took out the money that I ever put in there. So I'm assuming after 3 months, the account must be empty by now. I knew it! You bitch! You stole our money! Give it back, you thief! Put it back in the account right now, or I'm calling the police! I beg your pardon? Don't you dare call me a thief! I only took out what I put into that account. It belonged to me in the first place. Seriously, did you expect me to give it up to 2 assholes who kicked me out of my own house? Well, it doesn't make any sense. You must have taken out more than you put in there because Colin said he put money in the account. He said he did last month, too. So then how could it be empty? Do you know how much he was putting in the account? No. Well, you should teach him that he can't live in a high-rise apartment building for $500 a month. Huh? I bet he's only been putting $500 into the account like he always has. What a moron. He thinks he lives in a dorm or something. You should use this opportunity to educate him on the real costs of living. He's an adult now. He can't assume $500 is going to cover everything. Well, duh. He knows that, of course. He's a grown man. What the hell are you talking about? Ah, well, my little sister. I am really glad you, at least, understand $500 is not going to cut it. It's too bad, though, because I'll tell you, your man actually doesn't. He's a spoiled bastard who used to live with his mom up until he moved in with me, and that's the amount he paid his mom every month. It stayed that amount even after moving in with me. So he thinks $500 is enough anywhere he lives. He's probably not even interested in finding out the true cost.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. Besides, he only makes like $3,000 a month, so he shouldn't be living there in the first place. But when we decided to live together, he wouldn't budge on it. I told him so many times that we should live somewhere that matches our income. He wouldn't listen, though. And me, being a blind fool, eventually agreed to cover for most of the cost.
$3,000? Get out. That can't be true. That's not even enough to cover for a month.
I told him that, too. I did that math for him and asked if he was going to be able to pay half the rent every month with what he makes. But then after asking a bunch of times, he got pissed off, claiming that I was hurting his feelings. He even told his mom. And then his mom, being the nuthead that she is, calls me up and lectures me on how I should respect a man. It was the worst thing ever. So I stopped saying anything about his money. Honestly, I wish I could go back in time and punch myself. I was so young and naive. I should have known that he was never worth it.
So then how the hell was the rent ever paid?
I was paying most of it, of course. How else could we have lived there?
That's not what he told me. He said that you were completely dependent on his income.
Well, that's not true. I think he kind of made himself believe that. But in reality, he was the one who was completely dependent on my income. All he ever paid was $500 a month, and the rest he spent on himself. And yet he never did any chores. So, you tell me now, who's the parasite? Not me, clearly.
No. You've got to be kidding me. This is not happening.
Sucks to be you. For me, it was actually the best timing that you guys kicked me out. It was never going to work out between me and Colin. Our finances were so different, and it was clear that I wasn't going to get along with his crazy family. So I guess I have you to thank. It was a huge wake-up call. And you gave me the opportunity to end things with him smoothly. Anyway, I hope you and Colin can find a way to pay for rent, or for anything.
Wait, Jane, this is insane. I literally cannot pay. I didn't know Colin was lying to me. If I had known that he was financially dependent on you, I never would have taken him. He tricked me.
Monica, sweetie, you called me a parasite, and yet you were trying to live off of his making too? That sounds awfully hypocritical to me. Well, like I said, he has no such money, so it's faster if you go find yourself a job.
A job? What? I can't work. I don't know how. Come on, Jane. Help your sweet little sister out. It'll be the end if I get kicked out of this apartment. I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't have any money. I'll end up on the streets. Please come back and live with us, perhaps until we get ourselves back on our feet. Surely you don't want your baby sister to become homeless.
You actually think I care? I'm not helping you. It's not my problem if you end up on the streets. In fact, I think you deserve it. Goodbye, Monica. I doubt we will ever speak again. Soon after our last conversation, Monica drove hours to Colin's parents' house to confront him about his lies. He pretended he wasn't there and had his mother talk to Monica instead, which really pissed her off. She got into a huge fight with his crazy mother on their front porch. The fight got so out of hand that the neighbors eventually called the cops. Once the cops arrived, Colin finally came out, but Monica's confrontation was so intense that it scared Colin enough for them to finally break up as a couple. Through a third person, they agreed to split the bill for the unpaid rent as well as the cost of damages done to the apartment. However, the apartment being a suite, the payment for the damages cost them much more than expected. Desperate, Monica visited my parents to seek help, but furious of what she had done to me, they refused and kicked her out of their house. My mom later told me that Monica was on her knees begging and crying, but my parents decided that it was their job to teach Monica a lesson once and for all. On the other hand, Colin, being the spoiled ass that he is, was able to get help from his mom to pay for everything. But still having the desire to live with someone who would pay for most of his living costs and do all the housework, he showed up to my work and begged me to take him back. My colleagues, who knew what happened between him and I, thought it was hilarious and began to insult him in front of everyone, calling him names like the parasite, mama's boy, and the $500 dude. Colin was so embarrassed that he took off and never showed up again. I don't really know what changed him so much during the past few years. Despite his crazy desire to live in a luxury apartment, he had some kindness and modesty when I first met him. But I guess the environment can easily change someone. I regret not being able to see or stop his absurdity much sooner, but now that it's over, I simply hope they do better next time. Since the breakup, my life has been great and carefree. Because I don't have Colin to take care of anymore, I've been able to focus on work and deliver better results than before, which has led me to land a promotion that I've been hoping for the last few years. I sometimes wonder why I made such a poor decision to stay with Colin. But now that it's done and over with, I am glad I will never waste any minute more than I already have. And now that I really have the money to myself, I enjoy every bit of it in my very own luxury apartment.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.